One, two. Drumheads, welcome back to the show.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good evening. It's the springtime over here, mate. It's warming up nicely. And it feels like we've been away for ages. We're seriously dusting the cobwebs off here. It's
Do you
like
know
we
what?
went on this massive adventure, and I've just come back, and I'm like, what's life become now? What was that all about?
Do you know what? Genuinely, right? I've not stopped since you've left.
Aye.
I've been mega busy. I mean mega busy. I've not stopped. So I thought that after we'd finished with the Worlds, I thought right, it would just kind of it would kind of life would kind of really slow down for me, but it's not. It's not, and obviously not everything to do with drumming. It's just generally life has been quite up tempo, a lot further up tempo than I thought it was going to be.
I'd say you can't
There you
really
go.
complain about that. You need that, don't you? That's like the fuel that keeps you going. Imagine you had to sit around for 5 minutes and do nothing.
Well, I was going to say it's part of the joys of ADH, whatever they call it, ADHD, ADHD. I don't know.
If that's what it
Um,
is, yeah.
it's like you don't even know what you've got. You've not even got the time for your brain to sit there and go, "This is what it's called, Andrew." You're like, I don't care. Begins with an A.
Go.
I need
No,
D something.
forget about it.
Go. Let's go. Let's go.
Um, I'm so much to the point where I'm like, I look at the drum pad and I'm like, nah, I just need a couple of weeks just off the drum pad.
I've been actually on the pad. So, welcome to the show, everybody. Let's start with a big kind of shout out. So, I want to shout out
Right.
to Wally Laird, by the way. So, Wally Laird, get well soon.
Yeah.
I know he's on the mend, as they say, but I spoke to him not that long ago, and he was like, he's obviously it's a big deal. He's not been well, and then obviously now he's trying to kind of recover, and so just get recovering, man. Just get there
100%.
with the big tea and the big biscuit and the big no, because his business is if you ever get the chance, he does like the coffees and the cakes and the pancake. He does
Yeah,
a
the
pancake
pancake van.
the stack van, the stack van, is
Stacks.
it no?
Yeah.
It's a stack van.
Get stacked or something.
Get stacked.
Aye.
It's great, by the way. So if you're out in the Kilmarnock area or not, he does like all these kind of full on diabetes type 2 stuff. You know what I mean? Give me your
The
sugar
good
in
stuff.
that.
The good stuff.
Give me your white death in there.
Full strength.
So, aye. So so
Yeah,
good luck.
I'm gutted. I couldn't see you out when I was out there, Willie. So
Yeah,
definitely be booking it in next time.
There'll be another time. So I'm glad we get actually. He's doing well.
No.
So keep it going. I'd like to shout out Angela Rayner. You know that the last
Oh, yeah.
deputy head, that last deputy prime minister that Britain had, right?
Your old mate,
Yeah, I'd get a wee shout out, right? Because the absolute front of this woman, man, is unbelievable, right? So well done her for having the front to rip off the taxpayer, right? And then this is your excuse, right? When you get caught with your fingers in the till, so I want you to imagine, Jason, right? That all the normal people in the world that go out there to their work, right? Where if they steal a postage stamp, right, they're looking at 6 months in the jail, right?
Aye.
So she never paid her stamp duty on one of her many properties which she owns because she needs, right? She needs more than one because she's an MP and she's dead important, right?
Yeah.
So she get caught with her fingers in the till, right? So the first thing that starts getting wheeled out in the media is oh, but I've got a disabled Wayne. Oh, but I come from a working class background. I'm like, pick a number in the queue, man. That's our first line of defence, right? I don't know what I'm doing really because I was a working class mum with a disabled Wayne. Sorry, Your Honour. I went on a shooting rampage up the street because I've got a disabled Wayne and I'm a working class mother. How does that even equate? That's free fire. You can do anything you want. You know what I mean? I can go in and rob a bank. How's that? Because I'm working class and I was
So
a mum.
busted red-handed and just absconded.
Aye, and the best one is part of your defence is see if you ever get done with anything illegal now, right? Always use this phrase. I just never get the right advice on this. That seems to work, right?
I'll use that.
So
a
if
few
you
times.
ever get embroiled in some sort of kind of I don't
Controversy.
know, dodging tax or dodging
Yeah.
some sort of money that you're meant to pay, or I never paid my TV license or something like that, right? You just turn around and go, I just never get the right advice on that. And everybody's like, oh, that's fair enough then.
That's stronger than I didn't know. So that's you're putting it onto the other person.
It's some sort of sense. I'm blaming somebody. See, it's not my fault that I'm actually a bit of a scumbag and I'm trying to rip you off. It's just the fact that there's all these other elements that's making me a scumbag. All right, bravo you. So good luck, Angela Rayner. But the thing is, this is the best thing, right? Not only she get caught and she resigned and all that, wee crocodile tears and all, oh, going to leave this job. But now she's going to still end up as an MP and still be on the big gravy train. And then they'll probably make her like a dame or go to the House of Lords or that. So she'll still be getting wads of geld and all that. And she'll be less in the front page of the media. So she'll be able to get away with more nefarious stuff where she'll be able to skim more money off the folk. You know what I mean? So, good luck, Angela. Well done on that. Yeah, clown.
Wow,
right.
It's almost as bad as pipe band politics, isn't it?
Listen, I know it is, but I just think she deserves a wee. She deserves a wee shout out for being an extra scumbag. And then on the opposite end of the scale, right? So that's high stakes rattery and low skullduggery, right?
We need good guy stuff now.
We need good guy stuff, right? So through the roof for good guy stuff.
Yeah.
We get Matthew Brownlee, aka Bastard of Drumscore, All Ireland.
Yes.
He done well yesterday. Won.
Was it Cookstown? Was it? Did you ever manage to find your way to?
It was Cookstown. Right now, listen to this. I know. I don't know if anybody else noticed the hatred, right, that was forthcoming when I said, just almost childlike. I said, "Where is this? I can't see it on the."
I'm gonna paint this picture for you here, right? So you've jumped on Facebook. You're sort of in the area, right? Doing your shopping or whatever. And you're like, you've seen this thing and you shared it on your profile and you're like, oh, this is awesome. A pipe band thing in the area. Does anybody know where this is?
That's right.
And the comment section was like 600.
Do you know what I did say, right? I said, I was looking through, I don't know whether I'd went in one page more or something, right? And I'm looking at it and going, I can't find this. Why would you put, surely it should be where, what, you know what I mean? Where, when, what, should be the big staple, shouldn't it?
You think so?
Where, when, what?
Aye.
Cookstown, the date. The UK Pipe Band, UK Solo Championships. Dan, Paul Drayton. No. So I didn't really see that. And because I didn't see that, right, I couldn't see that. They couldn't see the forest for the trees. You know what I mean? So
I'm sure that everyone in the comments is like, it does say that. It's like,
and then I tried to give myself a bit of kudos and say that actually it was a mastermind work of clickbait. Well, I was trying to get the
it's clickbait.
I was trying to get people to engage with me. The truth was, no, I couldn't see it. So, but here's my other thing, right? Rather than somebody just go, it's in Cookstown, right? I'd be like, fine, but they didn't. Good one, man. I have to get right in a minute. One to club me to death because I didn't know where it was.
People coming out from the woodwork just to smack you, just like
the hatred was strong. Hatred is strong, man.
By the way, perfect opportunity for you to use the. Oh, I got the wrong advice on that one.
Oh, that's right. I got the wrong advice on that one, people. Sorry.
So there were a few results there. So Ashley Steele, William Smighton, and then we had Lewis Doherty were all our juveniles, and Matthew Brownlee, obviously our shining star.
And my namesake, Jacob Laird, came second, did they know?
Jacob Laird, that's right.
Hey, guys are Laird, he's got to be good.
That's right, indeed. It's
something.
And that was all the juveniles, but in our adults category, it was Big Stevie Crichton.
I know. So just one on that. Stevie Crichton made a comment, didn't he?
He did on our YouTube video. Well, it's because we commented on something that we noticed about him. Lairdy and myself. We're kind of,
and he's like, well, you would know what the watch is. Well, we're fishing a bit.
As two sort of watch guys, and we've now had that sort of challenge put on us, and it's like, oh no,
we're failing miserably, Stephen.
He's shone the light on us for what we really are.
Like, listen, but we're failing miserably, but we don't care. That's the whole. See, being a raconteur, right? You don't need to care about the facts. You just need to have the gabble or the gab, right? So when you're gabbling and you just talk rubbish, it doesn't even matter. The whole point is you talk rubbish, but you don't actually know what you're talking about. So here's the thing.
but it is
What did
bothering
you
me.
say? You said a Seiko Prospects, didn't you?
I was thinking it's a Seiko Prospects. I don't know. I just feel like that's maybe a safe bet. I think it was a chrono type of watch. And maybe they're light enough to be able to drum with as well. I was thinking they're not too cumbersome on the wrist.
Have you seen his wrists?
I know.
Right, so there you go.
There's nothing bothering those wrists.
That's that theory out the window, isn't it? It's like, it doesn't matter that, right?
Back to
a Rolex Oyster or something. I mean,
go on. What's your guess? What's your guess?
No, an Arnie. What would you call it, Arnie? What's the Arnie band?
There's a Casio.
No, Citizen Arnie.
Yeah, Citizen. That's right. And
Citizen
Arnie.
Arnold. Citizen Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I didn't know
which is Citizen Prospects.
Yeah.
Is it Citizen Prospects? That is a big watch. Or the thing with turtle. That's another big watch.
Yeah, true.
Seiko turtle.
Listen, it's
not that.
Been bothering me long enough.
Them.
I've got my thought out. Stevie Crichton, if you're watching this, we need you to just jump back in the comment.
It doesn't matter anyway. I need to get a pair of these sticks because he was mentioning the sticks. I want to get a pair of the sticks so I can play them.
Just get
because I've got to sell them to the core, haven't I? I've got to go, hey guys, these are great sticks. I like them.
I like them.
You actually don't even say that. You just go, listen, this is the sticks we're playing this year.
Yeah,
so
there's no.
Just get it, Rooney's.
I'm not asking, by the way.
Just get in here. They're like, I don't like them. I don't care what you like. This is what we're playing.
I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do about that.
I like these ones. I don't care. We're playing these ones. But you've got. I've noticed in the modern parlance, you've got to be kind of more diplomatic, ain't you? You can't really just go to folk. Listen, I'm on send, you're on receive, right? I've said these are the sticks we're playing, right? So that's now your problem, right? You can't do that because it's a bit harsh. It's a bit harsh, Lairty. It's a bit nasty. You've got to go, oh, really? Well, I'll tell you what we'll do, Stevie or Jim or whatever your name is. We'll try what you're playing for a while and we'll see how we get on. We could maybe write a wee spreadsheet chart of feelings.
Pen like a solution.
And then at the end of it, we'll come to the conclusion that I was right. So get these sticks in your hand.
Brilliant. So, Steve Crichton.
I'm also available for HR gigs, by the way, if anybody's out there. If they want me to come and work their HR department, I'm available.
If anybody in the team needs a beasting. So that's the juveniles and the adults covered in Cookstown.
Yeah.
There was another comment that was left on our last video for the PXR of the Worlds. This was a very sort of that episode was a massive episode. We've been building up for that episode for a long time.
Mike NYM.
Mike _NYM.
_NYM. By the way, what's the underscore thing? Is that? Because you need to help me. You need to help me in this forest of modern technology, right? I don't know where I'm going. I need a pathfinder here, right? And you're that guy, Jason.
Okay.
So why?
Is it just multi-purpose? I guess it can be a space. Or it can be a way of expressing something. It's just a way to express a space, I suppose.
Anyway, what was Mike's valid point to the show?
So Mike made a valid point, and Mike, if you're listening, it's that any new listeners, and this hasn't occurred to us, obviously, that there would be new listeners, right? But any new listeners would be watching that PXR.
My HR face on. My HR face is going on.
Yep. You should be taking notes here. Any new listeners might not have an idea of what we have been up to this point. So just for a wee bit of a solid recap, as much as I can do, we've just performed at the Worlds. And if you want to find out more about what we're doing, hang out with us on social media, because that's where we do all of our gabbery in between the episodes.
Hold on a minute. Can I interject here? Is the Lairty face of HR here? Right, you want to hear what Lairty says HR department?
Go on.
Right, Mike, listen to this, right? Listen to this. I want you to take this on board, Mike, right? I don't know, we've got about 220 folk follow the show, right? Not a lot, right? But I want you to imagine, right, that you're an instructor and you take an assembly room full of 220 people and you teach them a lesson, right? And at the end of that lesson, I don't know, something simple like how to read the time, right? Out of 220 people at the end of that lesson, right, you turn around and you go, right, has anybody got any questions? And there'll be 5 or 6 questions. And what you do is you do a confirmation and you say, what did I say when the big hand is at 12 and the little hand is at 1. What would that mean? And then you'd ask random people in the audience, you'd go, what's the answer? And they'd go 1 o'clock. And you would try that maybe about 10 or 17 times because it's 220 people, right? So you would fire questions at them, and that would be known as confirmation. Now, see if 17 people didn't get the right answer, that would mean that I've took the wrong lesson because they don't understand. See if 17 people, they get the right answer, right? That means that the people that don't know what's going on, they've got it wrong. Everybody else has got it right. You've got it wrong. So go back, watch me in the episodes, then get back on the bus, come along this journey and follow us. We love you, Mike, but pay attention, son. This train is leaving the station.
It's a good reminder. It's a good reminder to anybody who does say this. You've got to subscribe. You've got to follow along. We're moving and we're doing it here, you know.
So, Mike, welcome to the family. Take the tough love. We love you. But pin your ears back and follow the show. Right. What are you, Jess?
Very good. Very good. So yeah, we've been up to a lot. And it's up to you guys to keep up. All right. So
okay.
What's happening now after that PXR? The sort of pipe band world goes into a bit of a lull.
It goes into the I've always hated you. I'm leaving the band. I'm going to a new band. There's my kit. I'm off.
I hate it at the sigh of relief.
I absolutely hate it wearing this kilt all this year. I knew it was a bad idea. I went and done it against my better judgment. Came here.
Sacrificed 2 nights a week. I drove 105,000 miles.
And I knew my way. Bye. Right, so it's part of that kind of thing. And there's a lot of tiptoeing about that as well.
Yes. Or you'll be sitting there on your phone, just having a cup of tea in the morning, just planning out your day, and then all of a sudden you get a message and he goes, "How you going, mate? What are you up to?"
Oh, yes. From nowhere.
Yeah. And hey, I saw you doing this.
From people that you don't normally have a social kind of connection with.
Aye, that's right. And you got to start thinking about what's your next move. You're happily plodding along, drumming your way or bagpiping your way through life. And now you get an offer into a bigger band or whatever it might be. And you're starting to think to yourself, oh, do I stay loyal?
Have I got to leave the minions behind and go to this other group?
Can he hand this kilt back? Instead of, you know what I mean?
What will the wee faces look like when I tell them I'm off?
See? All these things.
Sorry, guys. It's a bit like mum and dad having a divorce, isn't it? Yeah. Dad's away with Auntie Linda. Dad's away with Auntie Linda and he's in Benidorm. That's where he is.
I'm just popping down to grab some milk. Here's my kilt.
Right, so the other one is here's a wee bit of kind of floaty, sneaky one, right? I've went through. I'm not going to name my intermediary, right? I've went via a third person to ask somebody to ask a question.
Wow, see?
So I've not actually had the front to ask the person. I've got somebody else to ask the person for me, and they can act as a mediator between
an agent.
Answer questions.
Provocateur. See, that's quite clever, and that's probably
it's lower than a snake's. It's lower than a snake's belly button, but I think quite a lot of people do it because I don't know the person to talk to. Yeah. So I needed somebody that knew the person, and I said, "Could you broach the subject with this person?" And they went, "I'll ask," and I went, "Thank you." And that's all I want to discuss at this point.
Yeah. Anybody listening, you tell us what kind of sneaky ways you've been approached, poached, or even accosted. If you've been approached in an alley at the park after your gig.
Listen. This is what we've all got to remember out there, people, right? We're talking about pipe bands. It's not curing cancer, right? It's not. You certainly surgeons or something like that. You certainly like really important people in the community. You are just people. You're just guys that go to a contest in the middle of Scotland somewhere, talk rubbish. I thought they were great today. Oh, did you see what they done? Oh, come on, man. Monday morning back in the fighting pen, your normal work, the bull pit, and they're like that. What did you do this weekend? You're like, I'll hug about with guys with kilts, and we spoke about pipe band music. They're like, really? I could. Well done, you.
I mean, you hang around pipe banding people. You live in Scotland. In Australia,
that's even worse. They must be like that. You've got an illness.
Yeah, even me realizing that people in Scotland, like, not everybody's playing bagpipes or drumming. But when I came home after our whole expedition, and people were like, "How was your holiday? It must have been fun." And I was like, "You don't even know." Yeah, I'm not even gonna start. I'm just not.
There's no point.
Only people that watch this show will know truly what we've gone through.
Do you know what I was going to say as well? I was going to explain it. The best way to explain it is you know, people that are train spotters.
Eh?
Do you know anybody? Have you any friends that are train spotters?
No, but there's that Francis Bourgeoisie or whatever his name is. He's a famous train spotter.
Listen, I follow that guy, right?
Aye.
For his
passion content.
For his passion and his patter, right? I kind of get it, right?
Yeah.
I do get this, right? Ask me about Northern Ireland after this, right? But
okay, right.
Before I forget, right? But ask me about the place, right? Anyway, so I would actually say if you're in the pipe band world, right? And I know, look, we've got some, we follow people and we think they're amazing guys, right? That's me and Jace and the rest of these, I suppose. But what we've all got to remember, people, is we're not really any different than trade spotters.
Yeah.
It's kind of true.
It's a small world from the outside.
We have got our own anorak to wear, and that's ours. Yeah. But I like it, right? It's how you deal with the anorak.
There's so much of the population that would just look at a train and go,
that's a train.
That's late. You know, maybe at best, right?
Well, I hope I can get a bottle of wine on this train. And
Going
to
a bottle of water, even.
I bought a cup of water. It was a can of water.
At the very least.
Right? So...
That's a previous episode, Mike. That's a very early episode reference.
I make that. You need to watch that one. That was a trip to Aberdeen that went horribly wrong. So just whilst we're doing all this, kind of, Matthew, well done, congratulations. We want to obviously we either want a link on this episode or we want a clip on this episode of Matthew playing. Because I spoke to his mum and she said he had a really good run. So unfortunately, I couldn't come over because the reason I was asking where it was initially my idea was I would go over and watch it, right? And I thought that would have been nice.
Yep.
And it'd been even better watching Matthew playing with the veteran style, the Drumscore veteran style.
Yeah.
Right? But I couldn't make it because the band had a gig. So that clashed with it, and I had to do the gig because, quite frankly, a lot of the guys in the band all came up with feeble excuses about how they couldn't play the gig. Or my hamster's got the cold. My dog's at my homework and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, what? These are all the people, these are all the punters in the band, right? Came to me and goes, Lurdy, that's a great idea. Can we do it again next year? We'll need to do things to do it again next year.
Yeah.
Right, who wants to play a gig? Oh, no, shuffling the feet. What? Do you know what I mean?
I mean, that's the idea of the band, wasn't it? That we didn't have to do that.
What? I know, but listen, here's the thing, right? We've got levels, and all the pipe bands out there will know this, right? You've got levels of how low are you willing to go, right? So, and I know that people have got to do like kind of various tasks as a band to make sure the band can get out next year. That's part and parcel of being in the band. So, obviously, what the concept of the band is that people don't need to do these kind of things, but there's certain times you're going to have to sing for your supper. This was one of them. And everybody was doing the old shoe watch and looking at their feet and shuffling their feet and all that. I'm like, and the worst thing is because we don't have a band hall as such, and it's not like a Tuesday night where you can get everybody together and go, right, listen, I'm looking at the whites of their eyes and go, right, listen, I need you on this job, right? So you don't have that facility. So it's easier to kind of just blow you out in text, isn't it?
You're calling them and it's always like going straight to voice.
Because the pipe major put out a thing saying, I'd like people to attend this event, right? I'd like people to turn up. So folk can just, you like that, but you're not getting that. I'm busy that Saturday morning. What are you doing? I'm just lying in my bed. I mean, apart from the only folk that I'm going to give credibility to, right, is those people that were working, that live, right, quite far away. I mean, obviously yourself, you could have made it for the gig, right? Been a bit difficult. Australia,
tried,
Glasgow, no happening, right? But
funds didn't clear.
And there's a few guys that come from places like Newton Moore and all that's really kind of It's a bit of a garbage journey to make just for that. Apart from that, the rest of them, it's a free fire, guys. Come on. So
Was it a success? Good gig for the veterans?
it was a great gig. And if anybody that knows me, we managed to play one of the best and worst tunes in the world. Have you any idea what that is? It's both the most evil and best tune in the world. What do you think it is?
Oh wow.
I'll
That's
give you a clue. I'll give you a clue. It's like a kind of slow air.
Okay, so it's not written by a German.
Oh, it is written by a German.
It was a Highland Cathedral.
Oh, the tune that we all love to hate, right? So, here's where I am with this tune, right?
I'd love to be seeing your face while you're playing that tune, by the way.
Oh, what I try to do is I try to make myself cry, so there's tears in my eyes as I'm playing it, and the audience would love that even more. So this is the thing, right? We had a guy with us on Saturday who knew absolutely nothing about pipe bands, right? But he knew pipe tunes. And he was like, so we were mockingly laughing about Highland Cathedral. I call it Highland Cathedral. I don't call it Highland Cathedral. I like calling it Highland Cathedral.
Okay.
Can we play Highland Cathedral? Right, so he was like that. I like Scotland the Brave. I'm like, tick. It's a crank tune, right? I like the Black Bear. Tick, crank tune. And I says, what do you think of Highland Cathedral? He's like, what? I was like, Highland, oh, you know it's Highland Cathedral. He's like, he says, I love that. He loves it.
Yep.
Right? So here's my point. Right. Us going out and playing an MSR isn't tickling MD.
No, nobody
Right?
cares.
Us going out and playing the best MSR known to man, right? All the big tunes, right?
Stressing for months.
I mean, I don't know, 12 parts of Cameroonian rant is just for Spain in the middle and all that.
Just drilling
thinking,
and Radamacue.
Oh, this is just going brilliant, man, right? And then the audience is like that. I don't get it.
Cathedral.
Exactly. Can we get Highland Cathedral? Right, anyway, so bottom line, I was playing it and I was saying, oh, it'd be good if we could cry during it, just to get the atmosphere, just to get the
even angry tears will do
the vibe. Aye. But the crowd loved what we were playing on Saturday. That's all I'm going to say. And see, at the end of the day, that's who matters.
It is. That's what music is for. That's who music is for.
They matter more than us. We're there to do my job. It's a bit like going like that. Listen, I want you to DJ at my party, right? And you come in with your decks, and you're like, all the kids are ready to go mad with it, right? And you're like that. I'm playing tunes like all the banging. Listen, I'm putting on some bangers. They're like, what bangers are you playing? I'm playing the Alexander Brothers, playing the box. I was just like that. Wait a minute, mate. We want you to play some techno. I don't play techno, mate. I don't like techno. I like Jimmy Shand. That's what I like. And that's what you're getting. Jimmy Shand, Alexander Brothers.
I'm a drummer and
booming tunes. They're like that. Well, that's not how this works. You're not getting paid for the gig.
That's like Kaylee stuff, isn't it?
I think you'll find I will be getting paid for the gig. And yous are going to be educated after I finish this gig. That's not how it works.
It's the same BPM if that helps.
That's just not how it works. You've got to play Highland Cathedral. Yeah. That's what you've got to play. So, yeah, the job went well.
Nice.
There was only 3 pipers, 2 sides, and 1 bass.
Oh, and that was what the original concept of the band was originally, wasn't it?
No, it was originally 8 pipers, 1 bass, and 2 snare. So we were short in the pipe front. But yes, you're right, not far off it. Yeah. And so the band goes through its motion of change now. We're changing to Scots veterans. Drums and pipes.
So the primary sponsor name is taken out?
The primary sponsor is now no more because me and Jason can't afford it.
Notice we didn't shout ourselves out in the last episode.
That's fair.
Can't do it. You just can't.
I know. I would. But listen, and just another mad follower of the program, right? Right. We did miss out one of the sponsors, which is on the shot, right? Which we put on the shot, which we played at Worlds, and that's Green Marine, and they dug it for the band. Yes. So I'd like to thank them, and I need to send them a letter But like I've said, my tempo has been up and I've been really busy the past couple of weeks. So genuinely, thanks for gently nudging us. Thanks very much to the company Green Marine. And they gave us some sponsorship assistance. So thank you to them. However, the guy behind that letter, still waiting in the pad.
Where's my pad?
Is that DHL at the door? Is that DHL?
That was separate from the deal, by the way. That was another deal completely.
But listen, the pad, right? The pad.
You've been going on about that pad since like early.
Listen, do you know what? It's always going to be one of the things in the background, isn't it? It's going to be like me and that guy. It will always be the unsaid business. It'll be like, but he built his seal into it. He said, "This is for you. This is coming to you, right?" And I'm like, nectar, right? Got me all wound up. I'm like, right, I'll be here next week. It'll all be here next week. I'll be here next week. Even give him a shout out in the show going, aye, come on, right? And he's text back, aye, right, ha ha. I'm like, aye, ha ha ha. Where is the pad? I mean, we're doing this dance through the mulberry bush where it's like, is there a pad? Is there not a pad? He said, there is a pad. I'll give you the pad at a contest. Nowhere to be seen.
So we'll be looking forward to that pad.
I don't know whether I like your fans or no.
Anytime soon.
You like to say that in the show. You like to say that in your own show. You're like, what is it? About guys texting in and going, I can't follow the show. Then other guys texting in and saying, I'll send you this. They don't send it.
Well, it's a love hate, I'm sure, because we'd have to ask them if they even like us.
And
frankly, I don't.
I think if we eventually get the pad, right, I think we'll do an episode called The Pad.
Oh, yeah.
We might even change the credits and the theme music and everything.
Return of the Pad or something.
Yeah. The Return of the Pad. Whatever. I'm getting Mike. Never mind your business. If I was NYB, I'm getting lost in this show, mate. So bear with me.
You're thinking a lot of us if you think we can keep up with ourselves. No, I think we bring this all to a close. Have you said everything you wanted to say on Northern Ireland there?
Right, I just want to say one thing, right? I was over in Northern Ireland last week with my wife.
Yeah.
Right. I want to send out a message of distress to people that live in Northern Ireland, right? I don't know what it is about Northern Irish TV programmes, right? And I don't know what it is about your kind of main hitter performers, right? But you need some assistance, right? And I'm going to explain why. So years ago, right, my wife and I and the wee ones used to have a caravan down in Stranraer, right, which is just across the water from Belfast, right? So you used to be able to watch Northern Irish TV, right? And they had two mad programmes, right? One was The Farmer Wants a Wife or something like that.
Oh,
yeah. A guy,
milking cows
and all that. Right?
Sure it started.
Milking cows and all that, talking about like going out to the local barn dance and all that, right? Right, fair enough, right, done. And I thought, right, it's all right, but it's not that great. But then they'd one about the Europa Hotel, you know, the hotel in Belfast. They'd one about that, and there was a wee guy talking about serving sandwiches and all, and I just thought, right, this is like watching paint dry. But they've got this new guy who's a comedian. Now, I'm saying new guy, he's not that new. His name's Pat Rafferty, but he gets called Pat Raff, right? If anybody's watching this show, right, I want them to either YouTube Pat Rafferty, and he's got this character called Nigel. And it's like, you know, every major city's got like a kind of upper middle class area where people aspire to live, right? And he's got this guy Nigel. Oh my God, it is, pardon the French, by the way, but it is one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life. I actually cringe watching it, right? And I'm watching this and I'm going, this guy's getting away with this. He's on the BBC. He's on their BBC Northern Ireland. He's got that show where he goes with his alter ego guy called Nigel, and they're doing this kind of travel show. And I'm like, this can't be entertainment. Please tell me this isn't entertainment.
So let me get it straight. It's the same guy.
To make matters worse, right? I watched a YouTube video of him being on like some program in the South in the Republic, and it's like their morning TV show, and he was on it. and they kept on mentioning how it was him, and he got introduced on stage, a guy called Patrick Keelty, another unfunny comedian. The two of them were as funny as a burning orphanage. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, these guys aren't funny. I don't know. I don't get it. I hope I get hundreds of hate mail about this. But somebody needs to explain to me BT Niner. No, it's no part. That's just gash.
Get on here, mate. You need to explain yourself.
Rubbish. Anyway, so I had to watch that when I was earlier. So me and my missus get back and we're like, right, well, what are we watching? That went on, and I was right, I'll start watching this. I didn't know what it was. I started watching it, and I'm thinking, this program, surely somebody must have went, oh, that's a great program. Everybody will love that. And I'm going, I don't get this.
I guarantee
Nigel, you need to watch this guy,
people,
Nigel.
and even you, probably even myself, would be sitting there watching it like,
no, I don't know. I would like people from Northern Ireland to tell me whether Lairdy, you're talking rubbish. It's great. It's great crack. He's brilliant.
You're just missing the point.
Are you missing it? I don't think I'm missing it. I understand what he's trying to achieve, but it's just not very good in the translation, as in his actual delivery of it. That's what I mean. So I understand he's like that. The alter ego guy is meant to be like kind of stays in the posh part of Belfast, but it's just. Nah. Maybe it worked when he was in Primary 7. See when he done that in Primary 7 and he tried getting his wee pals?
Yeah.
Everybody laughed at that, man. Oh, that's brilliant, that's funny, you know. And then see now that you're a grown man with veins and all that, you're like, that's just no funny, mate. That
does sound quite
dull, right? Anyway. I don't know what that's got to do with drumming. Probably not. No. Oh no, what if we found out he's a drummer and he's a good drummer?
Oh, he's got great hands, surely.
And then we're like that. Because I was thinking about this, Matthew, right? Matthew's your ambassador, right? But I'm actually thinking, right, that Matthew's that better a drummer than us, right? He's going to be in charge of the Drumscore show now.
Yeah,
and he'll be like that. He'll be like, right, listen, you two guys, you are going to take a minimal role now. Right?
He's like, you guys aren't qualified.
Because he's damaging the product. He's like, you are now damaging this product. So I've got news for you. You need to go. What? You can't kick us off a show. I'm doing it. We've got to go.
And all the fans are happy about it too. I've already done everything in the background.
Big thumbs up the screen. Like, ding, ding, ding. Matthew's like, let's take a poll. Should they stay or should they go?
Let's wrap it up here. I've got one final thing I need to say about the lads on the Edinburgh tattoo. Listen, we all know I've never done it. I know you've done your fair share of them. It's an absolute slog.
I've done 3. That was more than enough. It was an absolute hell on earth.
It sounds like one of those things when you get into pipe band worlds, you're like, oh, that's like something I should do. And then you hear that it's 4 weeks. Saturday, you got to do 2 shows.
Friday, they do 2 shows as well.
Oh, that is brutal.
So, listen, all I'm going to say is well done the people that have done it, by the way.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's
brutal.
There's a certain, I don't know, you need to be a certain frame of mind to kind of want to do it again after you've done one. That would be my thing. I could understand why you'd want to do it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I get that. You kind of need to do it, tick in the box. I have done that, right?
Yes.
But to be totally honest, why you would want to do more than one, I'd be like, that perplexes me because it's hard going.
It sounds hard.
That's what I'm saying. It's not an easy gig. It's you know what I mean. It's not an easy shift. It's a hard shift.
And you go on a couple times a night at least, right?
Well, he's going. Well, the rehearsals week.
Yes,
they're doing about 16 hours a day, 15 hours a day. I mean, you're full.
And you're just in kit, like ready to go, like every day.
And then obviously when they start, it's 2 shows on a Friday, 2 shows on a Saturday.
Brutal, man.
And it's. I mean, I suppose what you could say that once you get over the hump, when you start and then you get into it, you could say, right, well, you get into a routine.
Yeah.
But they still have things that they need to do. And there's more and more things that they're going to have to do during the day. Now with digital media, and you get folk coming, oh, you know, it'd be a great idea if you've done a wee Highland dance and you've all skipped about and all that. And you're like, when's that happening? Oh, that's happening at 2 p.m. today. You'd be like, that's my hangover cure killed. Do you know what I mean? That's when I was meant to be sleeping or something.
So, I mean, onto that, right? Like, for all that it is and all that is great, and for all those guys who are coming over to Australia, So just so you know, it's not over yet. He's still got to do 4 days down here in the.
Are you going to get tickets? Are you going to get tickets for it when it comes over?
I've not got tickets. They're quite expensive, by the way. But I do.
How expensive are they? How expensive are they?
$275 for the like sort of lowest tier, which is.
So what's that, about 140 quid or something?
Aye. And
you can buy a really good Seiko watch for that.
Yeah, man.
Well, you could buy a crank wee Casio.
I could sit there with a new Casio watching it on the telly. Aye. And I wouldn't even have to go to Queensland. But I do get a reminder because every day I drive past the wee road near my house, and lo and behold, I see Nori Gillis there on the bus stop.
Oh, that would, honestly, do you know what? I would graffiti that sign. I would honestly graffiti that sign. I would get up, out my car. I would make sure I drew a big stupid moustache on it and wrote kind of expletives underneath it.
And the cops would be like, "Why are you doing that?" I'm like, "You don't."
No, they wouldn't. Yeah. See when they seen the picture of him, they'd be like, "No, I get it, mate. You're all right. You can go." I'll put it down to you've been poorly advised. So on you go, mate. You're free to go. All right. So I think that's about it. Well, we're talking about tattoos, and it's still in the same vein. Belfast Tattoo's currently running. So if anybody's watching the show that's on the Belfast Tattoo and can get Lairdy and Mrs. Lairdy a ticket, right?
And Jason, if you're feeling extra generous, that's
listen. And here's the thing: don't tell me, or don't send me a link to where you buy it at the box office, not because A, that's not funny, and B, it's just rubbish, right? I mean, I want there must be like a free ticket seat at that, and I'll come across and I'll watch it.
You're talking about like an envelope handover, like a dead drop in the middle of an alley or a park or something.
Exactly. Back in the pub. There you go. You're on for the night, Lairdy. Thanks very much. Right?
That's half the thrill.
And then, because I've never been to the Belfast Tattoo,
right?
And there's a boy that watches the show, Peter Heavy Siege, who, mad name, right? Peter Heavy Siege. He's a Canadian guy.
Yeah.
And he's in, I can't remember what band he's in, some Polish band, I think. And they're playing at the Tattoo.
Nice. So
if he's watching the show, Peter, get me tickets.
Peter, gives a report.
Up your game. Up your game. Right?
Well, that's about it. To roll us out of here, we've got, speaking of tattoos, we've got Willie Crawford, who linked up with the old Fife, the American old Fife or old guard guys with the Fife there. Freestyling on the old rope tension drum there for your viewing pleasure.
By the way, it's absolutely banging us.
Aye.
Enjoy. It's really good.
Tasty stuff. Catch your drum heads.
Catchies.
Where's your serenity?